Okay, rationalizing the denominator is actually pretty fun, and the reason we do this is because mathematicians decided that having a square root or a cubed root or any sort of radical in the denominator was bad. It's not good form, it's not good. So what they decided was they're going to invent a way to get rid of it. So the way that we do that is, so if we have monomial denominators, so monomial means one term, there's only one term in the denominator, multiply the numerator and denominator by that radical. Whatever it is, you're going to multiply it. If you have a binomial denominator, two terms in the denominator, multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate, the same expression but with the opposite sign in the middle. Remember when we did operations with complex numbers and we divided and we multiplied the top and the bottom by the conjugate? We're going to do that same thing but with radicals. So you already have some sort of knowledge about it, so it's just going to come back with different numbers and different expressions. So here we go. Number 9. I want to get rid of this radical 5, so I'm going to multiply by radical 5, radical 5. And here's why we do this. Ready? 3 times radical 5 is 3 radical 5. 2. Radical 5 times radical 5 is radical 25. And then what's the square root of 25? Well, it's 5. So what happens is that it goes away. Okay? 2 times 5 is 10. And that's it. Okay? Remember, I'm going to do all the odds, you're going to do all the evens. So here we go on the next page. I know you're thinking, this is a lot, but it's really not. It goes by pretty quickly. Okay? And we're going to do most of these together in class, so don't worry. Okay. I want to get rid of this radical 7, so here we go. Radical 7, radical 7. So 7 times 12 is 84. Radical 7 times radical 7 is radical 49. Okay. So now we're going to simplify. 84, I'm going to bring that over here. 84 is 2 times 42, which is 2 times 21, which is 3 times 7. Goodness gracious. And now we have all the prime numbers. Okay, so I'm looking for pairs of 2. 3 times 2 is 6, and what's left over? Radical 21. 4 times the square root of 49 is 7. So our final answer is 6 square root of 21 over 28. And we can simplify this even more because they're both divisible by 2. So 3 square root of 21 over 14. Okay, I went through that one kind of fast, so I'll try and figure out how we can do this next one slow. Excuse me. Okay, I want to get rid of this radical 2. Radical 2. Now I'm going to put the top in parentheses because I'm going to end up distributing this square root of 2 to this and this. Okay? So on the bottom, I'm just going to have the square root of 4, which is 2. Square root of 2 times square root of 8 is square root of 16. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is square root of 4. And I'm going to change this back so that you understand where I'm coming from. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is square root of 4. Okay. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 4 is 2. 4 minus 2 equals 2 over 2. Oh, 2 divided by 2 is 1. All of that came out to be 1. Okay, number 15. Here's where we have a binomial come in. So now we're going to use the conjugate, and I'll show you why. So the conjugate, I just change the sign in the middle, flip, sign in middle. That way you know what to do. Okay? So instead of 4 plus the square root of 2, we're going to go 4 minus the square root of 2. Multiply that on top and the bottom. Okay. So we're going to multiply the top first. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times square root of 2. And on the bottom, we're going to FOIL. 4 times 4 is 16 minus 4 radical 2 plus 4 radical 2 minus the square root of 4. You're going to notice something's going to happen. So on the top, I can't really change anything. On the bottom, minus 4 radical 2 and plus 4 radical 2, those cancel. They go away. And the square root of 4 is 2. So really we have 16 minus 2, which is 14 on the bottom. And I can go one step further and divide everything by 2 and get 8 minus 2 radical 2 over 7. And that's my final answer. Okay, number 17. We're still going to do the same thing. Was a minus, so I'm going to change it to a plus. Multiply that on top and bottom. I have Christmas music playing in the background, so I'm like, yay! And we're going to multiply the top first. Radical 3 times 1 is radical 3, plus 4 radical 3 times radical 2 is radical 6. 1 times 1 is 1, plus 4 radical 2, minus 4 radical 2. Man, they like these 4 radical 2's for some reason. Minus 4 times 4 is 16. Radical 2 times radical 2 is radical 4. Can't do anything to the top, so that's going to stay the same. These cancel. Their middle two terms are always going to cancel when you do this, just so you know. So, middle two terms in denominator always cancel. So, in case you want to know, Miss Hannah, is there a trick? Yes, they always cancel. Okay? 1. Well, first of all, let's simplify this. Negative 16 times the square root of 4. The square root of 4 is 2. Negative 16 times 2 is negative 32. 1 minus 32 is negative 31. And I cannot simplify that any further. Okay, last one, and then we'll be done. 2 minus 2 radical 7. Okay. So really when we multiply the bottom, we can just ignore the first two terms. We can just do the first one and the last. We can skip the oi and foil. We can just do the fill, I guess. Okay. But on the top, we still have to foil. 3 times 2 is 6. Minus 6 radical 7. Plus 2 radical 7. Minus 2 radical 49. So that's on the top. On the bottom we have 2 times 2, which is 4. And then remember we can just skip the O and the I. We can just go straight to the L. So minus 2 times 2 is 4. Radical 7 times radical 7 is radical 49. Okay, here we go. Radical 49 is 7. 2 times 7 is 14. 6 minus 14 is negative 8. Minus, these two have the same radical and index, so negative 6 plus 2 radical 7 is negative 4 radical 7. Okay, square root of 49 is 7. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 minus 28 is negative 24. And we can divide everything by 4. 8 divided by 4 is, actually we're going to divide everything by negative 4 since everything's negative. So 2 plus radical 7 over 6. And that is our final answer, and we're done.